Happy to have you. So today we got a super fun recipe for you. It's easy, it's fast, it's fun. Most people enjoy it. It's hearty, and it is perfect for these cooler winter days. And I'm talking about bison chili. So stick around, it's gonna be good. All right, so I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of what we're all gonna be using today. So I got my induction cooktop here so you can see it. I'm not using the gas one today. We got this induction compatible pot. So we're gonna start with sunflower oil. If you're not canola oil, use that. I'm just using that because I have it. We got dark red kidney beans, 1 can, 398 mils. We have spicy red pepper pasta sauce. It's classical. This is a great one because you can use these cans afterwards. So there's a hack for you. These things are reusable and you can can your own stuff with them. So you save these ones, and the only ones that do it, it's actually Mason. You can read it right on the jar there. So if you're gonna go buy ready-made sauce, this is the brand to do it. We're gonna have an onion, yellow onion, 2 carrots in the place of sugar, because you know it's January and everyone's got those New Year's resolutions. We're not adding any sugar to this. This is where our sweet is coming from. We're gonna add some celery. I know, not normally in chili, but we like it and we're adding it. You don't have to if you don't want to, but as far as spices go, we're gonna go chipotle chili peppers, paprika, we're gonna have some celery salt, some parsley, salt and pepper, and yeah, and then the star of the show, the ground bison itself. We picked this up from Lake Audie Meats, and we're gonna enjoy it tonight. All right, first things first, a couple tablespoons of oil in the pot. Turn that on, fairly high, medium high, whatever. And yeah, we're gonna get going on our veggies. All right, folks, let's cut this onion. So let's do this fairly quickly so we don't shed a tear. Cut the ends off, cut it down the gut there, get rid of that, get rid of that, all the excess peel, and you're just gonna quickly slice down like that, come perpendicular to it, and then slice down, voila. Diced onion, really quick, no tears. See, the longer you take, the more cuts you make, and the slower you go with your cuts, the more of that moisture gets up there and goes in your eyes, and that's where the crying comes from. So a sharp knife is essential. Done. All right, so, okay, so I'm gonna try and use other words. I use all right a lot, so I'm gonna try and catch myself, but okay, so now we're gonna throw in our onions. As you can hear, our oil is hot. We're gonna cook those things through until translucent, but in the meantime, you can take your celery, chop the root ends off, and just chop away. Add it in. Okay, so get some freeze-dried garlic. So if you don't want to take the peel off yours and chop it yourself, grab a jar of this. We're going to add this now. See, the onions have had time to cook until translucent along with the celery. Burns a heck of a lot quicker than onions do, so you want to let that happen before you add your garlic. We're going to add about a tablespoon of that and let that sit for a second. But in the meantime, we can start shredding our carrots. So we've washed and peeled these. We're going to shred them, toss them in. All right. Oh, I said it. Shaking the camera. I apologize. It's like an earthquake here. So you're gonna shred 2 carrots. In a la pot. Stir. Okay, now it's time to add the bison. It's the best part. You can sub this with beef, whatever. And we're gonna let that go, and we're gonna let that go until it's completely cooked through. Okay, so when your beef is just about cooked through, you can add your kidney beans. So we've got that 1 can. We've strained them off, rinsed them off. Now we're gonna add them to the chili and give that a stir and continue to let it cook down. At this point, you can turn the heat down a little bit. You don't need to have it as high as you did when you were cooking the onions. It's just gonna burn to the bottom, so let's avoid that. But if you are gonna get those bits on there, just a little bit of red wine, bam, in there. I wish I had red wine right now because I would use that, but I'm gonna probably use some red wine vinegar in its place. Need that acid anyway. So here we go. I'm gonna add that red wine vinegar. It's gonna deglaze the bottom of the pan, get all those brown bits into it and incorporate all those great flavors. It's not burnt, it's just brown, so that's great. That's the thing how I cook. I mean, I didn't mention this before in my ingredient list. That's because as I go, I always change things. And I'm going to be adding liquid smoke to this as well. And I failed to mention that at the start. And you know what? I just went into my fridge and I was like, let's do it. Who doesn't like smoke? Let's get some artificial smoke going in there. So why not? Let's do it. But deglazing. So you're going to add about, I don't know, quarter cup. And then you're just going to incorporate it and get it off the bottom, and all those brown bits are going to get pulled off. So before it burns, you're going to get all those flavors. All right, friends, so now it's cooked through and we're ready to move on. So we're going to add our spices and herbs at this point. So now it's a salt and pepper. I've got the mixture of salt and pepper here that I'm just going to add. So salt and pepper to taste. I like lots of pepper. Do what you want in that place. But here you're going to use about a teaspoon of chipotle chili pepper, give or take. Depends how spicy you want it. I got some celery salt, half a teaspoon. Now we got our parsley. So I'm using dried stuff. If you got fresh, great. This is what I got, and so it's what I'm going to use. I mean, this is all about eating out what you have. I didn't go and buy anything for this. This is stuff that I had in the cupboard. This is stuff I usually have in my house, and you probably do too. But like a quarter cup of this seems like a lot, but it's not really. This is probably the only thing that you don't have really available, and you don't need it. I just like it, so we're just gonna have one big squirts in there. All right, now we got our pasta sauce that we were talking about. So you're gonna give it a good stir after you add all your spices and stuff like that. We're gonna add some paprika yet. But first I'm gonna add this pasta sauce because I gotta go and get my paprika. I didn't prepare it very well, it's not in front of me. Remember, keep this jar, wash it. It is a mason jar, so you're really saving a ton of money if you do your own canning. You don't have to go buy these, you're 2 for 1. Add the whole thing right in there and give it a stir. Paprika time. So smoked paprika even better if you have that, but I have these big jugs. This is a commercial kitchen, so I carry a lot of stuff. So I go through a lot of paprika, buy the big jugs, so I'm not always running to the store. I do that enough already, but I put 3 or 4 tablespoons of this in there. This lid does not clearly go on there, so stir it up. All right, you're gonna let that cook down a little bit. You turn the heat right down and just let it go. And she's gonna be ready right away, and you can enjoy this. So garlic bread, Caesar salad, eat it with this. Just put it on a bun. Add some cheese. Oh my goodness. We're gonna add cheese onto this when we're done and we're ready to serve it. And just melt it on top. Put it in an oven-safe bowl. Throw it in the oven in a broil. Melt that cheese. Top it with like some fresh parsley if you have some more. Give it a little hit of lemon. Money! Chili's done. Went and grabbed ourselves a casserole dish. Kids aren't home from school yet, so I'm not gonna individually portion these out. But we're gonna put it in there. Yes, I know. There, we've got it all on there. So I've got about a cup of cheese here. I use marble cheese, because again, that's what I had. And now we're just gonna simply put this in the oven. If you want it quick, put it on broil. If not, just use your regular oven, throw it in there for a couple minutes, have the cheese melt, and it is ready to serve. Okay, it's been in the oven for only a couple minutes, but I'm assuming it's done. Actually, that's a lie, I checked, it's done. So we're gonna pull this out right now, give you a little zoom in on it so you can see it, and then, yeah, that was a terrible sound, I apologize. You can see it, follow this simple recipe, do it for yourself. Like I said, stuff it with beef if you got it. Whatever, just clean those fridges out, save some money. It's COVID cooking time. So, green onions, parsley, top it with that, needs a little green. Looks good, the green just pops. And now we just wait for the kids to get home from school. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate the support. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you can make this. If you do, leave a comment below. If you want to add some ingredients, go for it. We encourage you to make this your own. This is just a base for you. There's so many more things you can do to this to make it your own and make it even better. Yeah, please subscribe if you like this stuff and you want to see me keep doing this. The support means the world. Thank you so much. Have a great day.